Welcome back to our biomass class, where we're delving deeper into the fascinating world of conversion of biomass resources into heat and power. This video was made with the support of InnoEnergy. After analyzing the main issues in the use of biomass as a renewable source of energy, the next lessons will focus on the design of projects that use biomass as a renewable source of energy to provide heat and electricity. Let's start with an overview of the projects.
A project is a one-shot, time-limited, goal-directed undertaking, requiring the commitment of different skills and resources. It consists of a coordinated series of activities or tasks performed by a team. A feasibility study is an assessment of the practicality of a proposed project or system. A feasibility study aims to uncover the strengths and weaknesses of an existing business or proposed venture, opportunities and threats present in the natural environment, the resources required to carry through, and ultimately the prospects for success. In its simplest terms, the two criteria to judge feasibility are cost required and value to be attained. Do you feel lost? No worries. I will explain you how to do it. Projects go through definite and describable phases. Phases can be made to result in deliverables or accomplishments to provide the starting point for the next phase. However, each phase can be revisited and decisions taken remade after the finding of the following phases. This class aims to help you to carry out a basic project for the supply of energy from biomass. Project steps can be as follows. You can see here a very detailed description, but, in summary, you will identify a problem to be solved and you will propose a feasible solution. Let's go through step by step. The definition of your objectives will allow you to focus on what really matters. Avoid tangential details and topics out of the project scope. The clear definition of your goals and scope will allow others to understand what you are doing. Moreover, in the evaluation of the project, it will allow you to evaluate if you have reached your objectives. First, describe the location where you are planning to promote a biomass system, and include some relevant information. Explain why you have chosen this location. Give the details of potential support in the next step. The project will need support, not only financial support, but also the support from different actors. Therefore, describe how it is aligned with the strategies about renewables and biomass utilization in the EU context and in the national or local context. Define the potential actors and stakeholders of the project, their interests to support the project, or any reasons to stop the project. Include here only a summary and the detail in the socio-economic part of the project. Now is time to define the problem. That is, the amount of energy provided and the installed power of the biomass system. Describe the end users, that is, who will be your customers. For example, a school, a hospital, a sports center, a commerce, one or several residential buildings, an industry, or a combination of them. Take a decision on the energy services, heat supply, electricity, or a combination of heat and electricity. Calculate the energy demand curves for every month along the year, for every hour along the day. Calculate the amount of energy to be supplied for 1 year. Using the demand curves, take a decision about the system capacity, that is, the power of the boiler or combination of boilers. The final decision will be taken after the selection of commercially available equipment. Investigate regulations and standards. To be approved, the project must fulfill regulations. Investigate which laws and regulations are applicable to the biomass energy project. Investigate which standards must be applied. For the design of heating and domestic hot water installations. For the installation of boilers. For CHP systems. And so on. Now is time to look for the best solution, therefore, you must study different alternatives. Investigate about the different types of solid biomass available in the market, their advantages and drawbacks. Investigate about the biomass suppliers in the area. Investigate about commercially available biomass boilers or biomass CHP systems. Make a comparison of different alternatives. Propose a solution and explain why it is a good solution. Take a decision on the biofuel to be used. Provide the arguments for the selection. For example, availability in the region, market price, and quality. Take a decision about the biomass supplier. Provide the arguments for the selection. For example, price, quality standards, proximity and company profile. Using the annual or monthly energy demand and the heating power of the selected biofuel, calculate the biomass consumption. Select the technology for the conversion of biomass into energy. Select the equipment and the supplier that better fits the needs of the project. Explain why this equipment is the best choice. And provide the description of the equipment and its characteristics. Now, put all together. Define and describe the supply chain from the primary energy to the end user. Look for the supply chain steps that can be optimized and make a proposal for optimization. Define your business model. Use a business canvas tool for better explain your business model. Assess the environmental impact and the project alignment with sustainability principles. For the environmental impact analysis, start calculating the energy efficiency of the biomass system. With this information, calculate the emissions of carbon dioxide. Compare them with the emissions of an equivalent system fueled with natural gas. For a more detailed impact analysis, you can use some tools, like the life cycle analysis. For assessing the sustainability, you can take into account other parameters beyond carbon emissions. For example, impacts due to growing, harvesting, transforming, and transporting biomass. Have your supplier a sustainability certification? You can also analyze the social impact along the whole supply chain. You can include here a more in-detail analysis of the stakeholders. Check if your proposal fulfills mandatory regulations. Describe which laws and regulations are applicable to the biomass energy project. Describe how your proposal fulfills mandatory regulations. Finally, write your conclusions. Conclusions must reflect what were the objectives, a summary of the work done, and how the objectives have been achieved. Wrapping up. The main steps of the biomass project are: the problem definition, the study of alternatives, the proposal of a solution, the assessment of the project impact and feasibility. Main decisions to be taken are: the system customers, the type and amount of energy to be provided, the type of biomass to be used, the type and size of the conversion technologies, the suppliers of biomass and equipment, the supply chain, the business model, which are complemented with the study of the environmental impact, the analysis of stakeholders, and the study of the project impact. For more details about each project part, please watch the videos about the related topics.